In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush greenery, Adora carried the weight of a heavy legacy. She belonged to an ancient lineage of guardians, tasked with the sacred duty of protecting a mystical basket said to hold the essence of prosperity and peace. This revered artifact was not merely a symbol of her family's heritage, it was the heartbeat of the land itself. For generations, the guardians had safeguarded the basket, ensuring that blessings flowed through their village. However, the peace was shattered when the basket mysteriously vanished. With its disappearance, a dark curse fell upon her family, twisting their fates into a tapestry of misfortune and despair. As the days turned into weeks, the effects of the curse became painfully evident in Adora's life. Once vibrant fields now lay barren, the crops shriveled under an unrelenting sun. The villagers, once welcoming, turned their backs on her family, whispering in hushed tones about the curse that had befallen them. Each morning, as she tended to the land, Adora felt the weight of their judgment pressing down on her. Financial struggles became a constant companion, forcing her to make difficult choices and sacrifices just to survive. Yet the most profound hardship was the illness that gripped her father, whose once strong spirit now flickered like a candle in a storm. Adora watched helplessly as he weakened, the burden of care resting squarely on her shoulders. The isolation was suffocating. With every passing day, the villagers' disdain deepened, their belief in the curse solidifying. Adora felt their eyes upon her, filled with fear and suspicion, as if she were a harbinger of their misfortunes. She longed for the days when laughter echoed through the village, but now silence loomed large, broken only by the sound of her father's labored breathing. In her heart, she carried a flicker of hope, a belief that if she could uncover the truth behind the basket's disappearance, perhaps she could lift the curse that had ensnared her family and restore peace to their lives. But as she stood at the crossroads of her heritage and her burdens, Adora knew the path ahead would be fraught with challenges, requiring courage she wasn't sure she possessed. The once thriving village lay shrouded in a veil of sorrow, its vibrancy replaced by a haunting stillness. Fields that had once been lush and green now stood desolate, crops wilting under the relentless sun. Livestock that used to roam freely now lay weak and emaciated, their once bright eyes dulled by despair. The villagers gathered in hushed circles, their voices heavy with worry as they shared tales of the land's suffering. Whispers of a curse took root in their hearts, fueled by the shared belief that the land itself had turned against them. The disappearance of the magical basket, once a source of prosperity and abundance, had severed the connection between the villagers and the blessings they once enjoyed. As the crops continued to wither and the livestock suffered, panic spread like wildfire, igniting a collective fear that their way of life was slipping away forever. In the midst of this turmoil, King Emuna, a ruler known for his wisdom and fairness, summoned the villagers to the grand hall. Standing before them, he spoke with conviction, declaring a royal decree that sent ripples of hope and trepidation through the crowd. The king promised that whoever could locate and return the magical basket would have their greatest wish granted. The promise hung in the air like a spell, igniting a flicker of excitement among the weary villagers. But alongside this hope came a wave of apprehension. The once unified community now faced a new challenge: competition. The prospect of a wish sparked a fire within the hearts of many, leading to fierce rivalries as villagers began plotting and scheming in the shadows. Queen Akira watched the unfolding chaos from her chamber, her brow furrowed with concern. She understood the power of a wish and the weight it carried. What might seem like a blessing could easily turn into a curse. The king's decree, while intended to inspire hope, also threatened to plunge the village deeper into discord. What if the wish granted brought unforeseen consequences? As she gazed out at the restless villagers, Akira's heart ached for the unity that once defined their community. The fate of the kingdom now hinged not just on finding the basket, but also on navigating the delicate balance of desire and the risks it entailed. The queen pondered her next move, knowing that the journey to restore harmony would be fraught with challenges, both seen and unseen. Amidst the shadows of her struggles, a flicker of determination ignited within Adora. Night after night, her dreams danced with mysterious visions, each whispering secrets of the mystical basket her family once protected. Those strange echoes, like a haunting lullaby, called to her, awakening a yearning deep in her soul. As she lay beside her ailing father, the weight of her responsibilities bore down on her, but a spark of hope remained. The cryptic words he had shared in moments of clarity echoed in her mind, guiding her toward an ancient dreamcatcher tucked away in the corner of their humble home. As Adora grasped the delicate strands of the dreamcatcher, it vibrated with an energy that resonated through her being. Suddenly, a vivid vision unfolded before her eyes. A woman, ethereal and graceful, wove a magical basket with nimble fingers, each movement steeped in purpose. The sight was both beautiful and unsettling, suggesting a bond between Adora and the basket that transcended time. It was not just a quest for an object, it was a journey to uncover her lineage and the secrets that lay dormant within her. With her heart pounding and her mind racing, Adora made a life-altering decision. She turned to her trusted neighbor, Mrs. Coco, a kind woman with a heart as big as her garden, and entrusted her father's care to her gentle hands. Mrs. Coco's nurturing spirit brought Adora a semblance of peace, knowing her father would be safe while she ventured into the unknown. Adora packed only the essentials, a small satchel filled with food, her father's dreamcatcher, and a determination forged from years of hardship. Setting forth into the world beyond her village, the path ahead was fraught with uncertainty. But Adora's resolve was unwavering, driven by a blend of duty to her family and the desperate hope of healing her father. She ventured into the treacherous landscapes that lay before her. Each step taken was a step towards unraveling the mysteries of her past and forging her destiny, intertwined with the fate of the magical basket. Adora knew that the journey would test her in ways she could never imagine, but the whispers of the basket and the love for her father fueled her spirit, propelling her toward the adventure that awaited. As Adora journeyed deeper into the unknown, the weight of her mission hung heavily on her shoulders. One evening, after a day of relentless travel, she collapsed into a fitful sleep, her body exhausted, but her spirit yearning for direction. That night, a dream enveloped her, thick with the scent of ancient wood and the rustle of leaves, whispering secrets long forgotten. In the dream, an old woman appeared, her silver hair flowing like streams of moonlight. Her eyes held the wisdom of ages, sparkling with a warmth that put Adora at ease. "Child of the Guardians," the woman spoke, her voice a soft melody that resonated through Adora's very being. "The path you seek is fraught with dangers, but the ancient trees of Zuri Forest will guide you. They hold the knowledge of your ancestors and the power to unlock the basket's secrets." Adora listened intently, her heart racing with a mixture of fear and excitement. "But the Zuri Forest is treacherous," she replied, her voice trembling. "Legends speak of twisting paths, hidden creatures, and the dark magic that dwells within." The old woman smiled gently, a knowing look in her eyes. "True, it is a realm of both peril and protection. Trust in the trees, for they are alive with magic. They will show you the way, but you must approach with an open heart and a clear mind. The basket calls to you, but only you can answer." As the dream began to fade, Adora felt a rush of determination surge through her. The forest loomed in her thoughts, a mystical place where reality intertwined with magic. She awoke with the sunrise, the old woman's words echoing in her mind like a sacred chant. With renewed purpose, Adora understood that her journey would not just be a quest for the basket, but a quest for herself, a path of self-discovery woven with the threads of her heritage. Preparing herself for the venture into Zuri Forest, Adora felt a sense of both trepidation and anticipation. She packed her belongings, including the dream catcher, a symbol of her connection to her dreams and the wisdom she had just received. As she set off toward the mysterious trees, she whispered a silent vow to embrace the challenges ahead and honor the legacy of her family. The ancient trees awaited, and with them lay the key to her destiny, illuminating the path toward the magical basket that had once been lost. In a world where the whispers of nature beckon, Adora finds herself wandering along a tranquil stream, each step bringing her closer to a deeper understanding of herself and the mysteries that lie ahead. The soothing sound of water creates a melody that dances with her thoughts, offering a moment of peace. Kneeling by the water, she inhales the sweet fragrance of wildflowers surrounding her and smiles, feeling free as the worries of the world fade with every ripple. But beauty often comes with challenges. Drawn by the enchanting sound of a nearby waterfall, Adora stands before its majestic cascade, her heart racing. With a deep breath, she gathers her courage and steps into the cool, refreshing water, stepping through the curtain of cascading liquid. Suddenly, the current pulls her into a hidden cave behind the waterfall, where the sound of rushing water fades into an eerie silence. Lighting her lantern, she reveals intricate carvings on the cave walls, tracing the symbols curiously with her fingers. These carvings tell the tale of a magical basket created by a powerful sorceress, which once brought prosperity to her village. However, the story turns dark as Adora learns that the basket was misused, leading to a curse that haunted the village and its guardians. Determined, she whispers to herself that she must uncover the truth, realizing that the village's fate may rest in her hands. As she touches the pool of water at the cave's end, Adora receives a vision, revealing the consequences of neglecting the sacred basket. Clarity washes over her as she sees her ancestors, their faces filled with hope and sorrow, and the weight of the village's curse settles on her shoulders. With renewed purpose, Adora emerges from the cave into the sunlit forest, where the trees now whisper encouragement. Encountering an ancient tree with a tranquil pool, she feels drawn to it, sensing the energy pulsing from the earth beneath her. Speaking her intentions, she notices a narrow path revealing itself, inviting her deeper into the forest. The forest shifts, responding to her sincerity and determination as she follows the path through thickets and thorns, ready to confront whatever lies ahead. Adora knows that her journey will demand courage, wisdom, and sacrifice. In a clearing, she finally sees the basket resting atop an ancient stone, but the forest darkens as the trees twist, attempting to protect the sacred object. Just as victory seems within reach, obstacles arise, testing her resolve. Kneeling, she offers a heartfelt prayer to the ancient guardians, seeking their guidance. As her prayer concludes, the trees part, granting her access to the basket. With the basket in her grasp, Adora emerges from the forest transformed. The journey has changed her, filling her with purpose. Just then, she encounters a figure, the prince, who has been searching for the basket. Despite his frustration, Adora stands firm, determined to protect what she has earned, declaring that the basket holds their hope, and she will not let it slip away again. As the sun sets behind them, casting a warm glow over the forest, Adora and the prince find themselves at a crossroads. In the face of uncertainty, Adora stands ready, her journey a testament to courage and a reminder that every path taken is a step toward discovering one's true purpose. The sound of flowing water returns, echoing the journey yet to unfold. As Adora steps into the dimly lit cave, the air is thick with an otherworldly energy that seems to pulse with secrets waiting to be unveiled. The flickering light of her lantern dances across the cave walls, revealing intricate carvings that shimmer like memories etched in stone. Each detail tells a story, weaving together the tragic tale of Dumba and the magic basket that once brought prosperity to her village. Adora's heart quickens as she leans closer, tracing the delicate lines with her fingertips. The carvings depict Dumba, a noble guardian who, in his quest to protect the basket's power, faced betrayal and sorrow. As she absorbs the tale, a chilling realization washes over her. This is the source of the curse that has long plagued her home, a curse born from the misuse of magic and the heavy burden of legacy. Suddenly, the cave begins to shimmer, and Adora feels a pull deep within her soul. The world around her blurs, and she finds herself enveloped in a vivid vision. Images swirl before her eyes, revealing the dark consequences of the curse that grips her village. She sees her ancestors, their faces filled with pain and longing, and hears their whispered hopes for redemption. In that moment, clarity strikes like a bolt of lightning. Adora realizes that she is not just a bystander, she is a guardian, chosen to restore balance and end the curse by finding the elusive magic basket. The weight of her destiny settles on her shoulders, igniting a fierce determination within her. With newfound purpose, Adora exits the cave, her heart racing as she recalls the stories shared by the carvings. The forest beckons, its secrets shrouded in mystery and the promise of adventure. Following an unseen path that seems to shift with her every step, Adora feels the pulse of the earth beneath her feet, guiding her toward the basket. However, the forest, a vigilant protector of the ancient magic, rises to challenge her resolve. Vines twist and thorns claw at her as she navigates through the underbrush, each obstacle a test of her strength and conviction. Yet, with each challenge, she draws upon the wisdom of the vision, remembering her ancestors' sacrifices and the hope they carried. Determined to fulfill her destiny, Adora presses forward, fueled by the belief that the magic basket holds the key to her village's salvation. As she ventures deeper into the heart of the forest, she encounters various mystical creatures, some that offer guidance, and others that seek to thwart her progress. Each interaction serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between light and darkness, reinforcing her role as a guardian. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, Adora stands before a clearing bathed in golden light, her breath catching as she spots the magic basket resting on a pedestal of stone. Yet, the atmosphere shifts, and the forest seems to stir with unease, preparing to defend its treasure. Adora knows that the true test lies ahead. She must confront her fears and prove her worthiness to claim the basket. Summoning every ounce of courage, she steps forward, ready to face whatever challenges await her, determined to break the curse and reclaim her village's hope. The journey is far from over, but Adora is unwavering, for she is now a guardian on a quest to weave a new tale of strength, redemption, and magic. As the sun sets, casting a golden hue across the forest, Adora kneels in a sacred clearing, surrounded by ancient trees that seem to whisper secrets of the past. With a heart heavy yet hopeful, she closes her eyes and raises her hands to the heavens, offering a heartfelt prayer to the ancient spirits that watch over her village. In this moment of vulnerability, Adora acknowledges the weight of her ancestors' struggles and the mistakes that have led to the current curse. Her words flow like a gentle stream, a humble plea for forgiveness and guidance. She understands that only through this act of submission can she earn the right to wield the power of the magic basket. The forest holds its breath, the air thick with reverence as she finishes her prayer, feeling a shift in the atmosphere around her, a sign that the spirits have heard her. With a newfound sense of clarity, Adora rises, her spirit invigorated by the connection she has forged with the Ancient Ones. She approaches the pedestal where the magic basket rests, its shimmering surface reflecting her determination. As she reaches out and grasps the basket, an overwhelming surge of energy flows through her, a testament to the purity of her intentions. But her victory is short-lived, for just as she turns to leave, she is confronted by the prince, a figure cloaked in ambition and greed. His eyes, sharp and calculating, betray no hint of the nobility one would expect. "That basket belongs to me," he declares, his voice dripping with entitlement. Adora stands her ground, her heart racing as the tension between them crackles in the air. This moment crystallizes the stark contrast between her selfless quest to heal her village and the prince's selfish desires. The confrontation unfolds like a storm, each word exchanged a clash of ideals. Adora's unwavering commitment to her village shines through, illuminating the prince's motivations as shallow and misguided. She reminds him that true power lies not in possession but in purpose, igniting a flicker of doubt in his eyes. Yet, the prince is relentless, driven by a desire to control the magic for himself. With every challenge he presents, Adora draws deeper from the well of strength she has cultivated through her journey, the prayer, the visions, and the sacrifices of those who came before her. Ultimately, the resolution comes not through violence but through understanding. Adora speaks of the curse and the pain it has caused their shared homeland, revealing the potential for healing that the magic basket holds. It becomes clear that the path to redemption is not through greed, but through collaboration and respect for the spirits of the land. The prince, faced with the weight of his own choices, finds himself at a crossroads. Adora's determination and genuine love for her village begin to penetrate the armor of his ambition, creating a moment of hesitation that speaks volumes. As the prince grapples with his conflicting desires, Adora feels a surge of empowerment. She realizes that she holds not just the basket, but the key to her village's future in her hands. With courage coursing through her veins, she steps forward, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The basket, a symbol of hope and renewal, pulsates with energy, reminding her that she is now the architect of her destiny. Adora stands tall, embracing her role as a guardian, fully prepared to restore her village and bring about a new era of unity and healing. As she gazes into the horizon, the weight of her journey and the promise of her purpose merge, illuminating the path ahead with endless possibilities. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Your feedback means a lot to us and helps strengthen our community. Thank you.